Hello and welcome to the online library project. My name is Cernei Kristina and I'm a teacher at Public Institution Theoretical IC Municiforghibu Chișinău. Today we shall focus on Unit 5, Lesson 2, Part 2, Watching the Box. At this lesson we are going to practice some more on talking about the media influencing our lives as well as the wish clauses and get aware of what puns are. But going back to the box, the telly or the TV, can you name 3 advantages of watching too much TV? What about disadvantages? Can you list 3 disadvantages of watching too much TV? How do you think? What programs should not be allowed for toddlers to watch? Can you think of any programs you would advise young parents to watch along with their toddlers? What about advertisements? What is the purpose of advertising a product? Do you think it is appropriate for the ads or commercials to pop up unexpectedly when you're watching a film? Would you wish to change the way TV program ads are run? Now we're going to practice some wish clauses. We use wish clauses for several reasons. Today we are going to practice the wish clauses expressing regrets. First, you should be aware of the wish clauses structure with regrets. It is subject plus wish plus subject plus predicate. Wish clauses expressing a regret about something at present is expressed through subject plus wish plus subject plus past simple. Look at the examples. I spend too much time binge watching reality shows. To express this sentence using a wish clause would be I wish I didn't spend much time binge watching reality shows. Or I wish I spent less time binge watching reality shows. Now we're going to practice wish clause expressing a regret about something at present. The structure is subject plus wish plus subject plus past simple. Look at the example. I spend too much time binge watching reality shows. Let's express a wish. I wish I didn't spend much time binge watching reality shows. Or, I wish I spent less time binge watching reality shows. So this is a wish clause expressing a regret about something at present. Wish clause number 2. Wish clause expressing a regret about something that happened in the past has the following structure. Subject plus wish plus subject plus past perfect. Look at the example. I watched a horror movie yesterday. I couldn't sleep all night because of nightmares. To express this past regret using the wish clause, we will have the following. I wish I hadn't watched that horror movie. I could have slept much better. Or, I wish I had watched a different movie. I could have had beautiful dreams. Hence, when we speak about regrets, we use wish clauses, or we can use if only instead of I wish. Look at this structure. I wish plus subject plus past tense is used to express regrets about something in the present. Wish plus subject plus past perfect is used to express regrets for unlikely or impossible things in the past. We use if only instead of I wish with the same use of tenses. Now let's practice these sentences. I wish I took life seriously. So it is a present regret. I wish I made friends easily. a present regret. I wish I hadn't forgotten my friend's birthday. It is a past regret. I wish I hadn't dyed my hair green. Again, we have a past regret. If only I had more pocket money, I could help the poor. And we have a regret in the past. If only I had more pocket money, I could help the poor. And we have a present regret. Now we're going to complete this exercise with wish clauses or if only in expressing wishes. For example, I wish I love the person who deeply loves me is equal to deeply love a person who deeply loves me. Now what will you do with the sentence number 2? To be able to travel in time. If you say, if only I were able to travel in time, then you are correct. What about sentence number 3? To be youthful all my life. We can say, I wish I were youthful all my life. And please note that in wish clauses and if clauses we can use were instead of was for the first person singular. Sentence number 4. To be able to read people's minds. We can use if only I read people's minds or I wish I read people's minds. Number 5. For there to be peace on earth and no more war. The wish clause would be I wish there was peace on earth and no more war. Sentence number 6. For there to be a clean environment free from pollution. We can use the wish clause in the following way. I wish there was a clean environment free from pollution. Sentence 7. To live as long as I want. And we express it through the following sentence. If only I lived for as long as I want. And sentence number 8. To understand the meaning of life. I wish I understood the meaning of life. Or if only I understood the meaning of life. These are some possible answers. Your answers could be different, as remember, if only can be used instead of I wish with the same use of tenses. Now, to keep with the wish clauses, we are going to practice the conditionals as well. We are going to practice more on conditionals and wish clauses. You are going to reflect on answering some questions using the above-mentioned grammar structures. Have some time answering the following questions. Do you get embarrassed if someone uses dirty words in public? Do you get embarrassed if your zip is down and people have noticed? Do you get embarrassed if your parents or girlfriend, boyfriend start shouting at you in public? Do you get embarrassed if you are caught lying? Do you get embarrassed if people come to visit you unexpectedly and your house is a mess? Would you stay silent if you were in pain? Would you stay silent if someone were chasing you down a dark street? Would you stay silent if someone told you to shut up? Would you stay silent if someone shouted at you? Would you stay silent if you found someone had lied to you? If you had lived in the past, what the most unusual experience would you have had? If you had lived in the past, what the most unusual person could you have met? If you had lived in the past, what the most unusual thing might you have bought? If you had lived in the past, what the most unusual side? If you had lived in the past, what the most unusual sight could you have seen? If you had lived in the past, what would you have changed in the world of the past? I hope you have found the question interesting enough and you have had your time on reflecting on the possible answers. Now, I would like you to look at these sentences and try and unscramble the joke. So the unscrambled sentences are: Jenny states, "I wish you were on TV." Kenny asks, "Would you love me if I were a TV star?" Jenny says, "No, but I could switch you off." So what we have here is a pun. What are puns? A pun is a humorous use of word or phrase which has two meanings. Often one meaning is literal and the other one is figurative, or of two words or phrases which look or sound similar. Puns are used not only in jokes, but in many forms of publicity because they catch the eye and amuse. Look at the example. When you decide to give her a ring, give us a ring. And the explanation is as follows. To give someone a ring means literally to give a wedding or an engagement ring, or figuratively, to telephone. Now please look at these advertising features and you will see that puns are often used in advertisements. Some advertising features are the use of the words natural and right, exaggeration like the best or the most, the usage of puns, promises like to get a quality product or to enjoy entertainment, commanding you, playing on guilt, fear or inadequacy, showing your good taste, suggesting you'll save money, suggesting you'll be comfortable, beautiful, or successful. Now look at these advertisements and explain the literal and the figurative meanings of the puns in this exercise. When you decide to give her a ring, give us a ring. So this is an advertisement for a jeweler's shop. We'll give you a sound advice, a hi-fi shop advertisement. It's good for you, naturally. It's an advertisement for fruit juice. Try our glue once and you'll always stick with us. It is an advertisement for a brand of glue. The weatherman can't guarantee you an Indian summer, but we can. It is an advertisement for a travel agency. Now look at the logos of these brands: Macintosh, Fuji, Pepsi-Cola, Lancome, BMW, Apple, Philips and McDonald's. Why, in your opinion, are people ready to pay so much money for these brands? Do you know what these brands are famous for? Do you know which brands are their competitors? To which of these brands are you personally loyal to? And why? Think of 3 reasons why you are loyal to any of the brands. How do you think? Have you been influenced to be loyal to these brands due to the advertisements? Can you remember any advertisements of your preferred brands? Do they use puns to advertise their products? Now, have some time reflecting on this project work. If you had the possibility to buy yourself a product that you have never tasted before, you will have to go through some steps in order to put down some of the experiences. Number 1, what does it look smell and feel like. Describe its color, shape, texture and smell. Take a bite. Write down your initial reaction. How does it feel? How does it taste? Then make a note of all your impressions as you slowly eat it. Look at your notes and underline all the keywords and phrases which best describe the product. Use the words to write a piece of advertising copy for the product, not naming it. Read the advertisement you've written before the class. Now please spend some time reflecting on this project work. Buy yourself a product you have never tasted before. Write down your reactions step by step. What does it look, smell and feel like? Describe its color, shape, texture and smell. Take a bite. Write down your initial reaction. How does it feel? How does it taste? Then make a note of all your impression as you slowly eat it. Look at your notes and underline all the keywords and phrases which best describe the product. Use these words to write a piece of advertising copy for the product, not naming it. Use a pun. Let's go through some statements on advertisements. Match the beginnings of the statements with their ends. Think whether you would agree or disagree on the statements created. Do you agree that advertising has a bad influence on children? Do you agree that advertising informs us about new products and changes in old products? Do you agree that the only purpose of advertising is to sell goods? Do you agree that advertising persuades people to buy unnecessary products? Do you agree that advertisers exploit people's fears and complexes? Do you agree that without the money paid by advertisers, many companies wouldn't be able to afford to make TV programs? Do you agree that advertising helps to pay for sports events and concerts? All of these questions make us think. Would you agree that all advertisements are focused on selling goods? However, could there be other reasons for commercials and advertisements? What if you have time to do some reflection? Write an ad for a friend. This ad is to describe a friend you would like to find. Think about what age you would like this person to be. Does it matter if the friend is a girl or a boy? What personality traits are you looking for in a friend? What kind of person do you think would make a great friend? Are there any activities that you would like to share with this new friend? If you spend a lot of time rollerblading, you might want a friend to share this activity with you, wouldn't you? Think about all the possible things you need in a good friend. Good luck!